Do you know that you are not fixed or stuck biologically? Well, it's true. You are not stuck with what it is you can do in your head, what you can do in your body, what you can do in your emotions, what you can do in your spirit. Why? Because when research has been done to look at how is it that people really thrive, like who gets stuck and who really survives and thrives, it is those people who have decided this external world does not control me. My perceptions of this external world certainly control me, but what controls me is me. Do you ever, in movies or comedy routines, heard the line, "You're not the boss of me"? Well, sometimes when we're defiant with our own self, we say that to our own self. "You're not the boss of me. I'm not doing that." And you rebel against yourself. Instead, rebel against the whole outer world that nobody is the boss of your mind. Okay? Now, I'm not telling you to do anything wrong, like break the law or something like that, but you are the master of your mind. You're the director, you're the screenplay writer, you're the actor, you're the producer of what is going on in your mind. And everything that you are doing in your mind that you're imagining will become what it is that you experience out here in the world. Why? Well, for every thought you have, it's paired with an emotion. People want to argue what comes first, your emotions or your thoughts. It doesn't matter. They're a couple. And when you have a thought and you have an emotion, it is releasing neurotransmitters into your bloodstream that are either giving you a lift and making you feel better or are really depressing you and making you feel horrible. But guess who's leading it? You are. And that's the beauty of it, and that's the pressure of it. But don't look at it as pressure. Look at it as your gift. You are not contained and constrained by anything other than your thoughts. And here's the beauty of it. Everything that you see here on the screen, including everything in this room, my clothes, everything, my dog back there, somebody envisioned it and then created it. That's exactly what we have the capacity to do, and that we actually are doing every day, all day long. And you don't have to tell people what you're creating, just go about your business and do it. And what happens? You start to make assumptions about your influence, your abilities. People want to call it manifesting, they want to call it the law of attraction. Put all of those labels and themes over to the side. This is simple biology. In fact, what you have running through your mind, like Tony Robbins says, what you focus on expands. Where your thoughts go, your energies flow. It's true. And you know that. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever just really made yourself sick? Well, we all have. We've given ourselves a stomach ache, a heartache, a headache because of what we're thinking and feeling. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to teach you right now an exercise that, bingo, you can do to change your thinking and your physiology. 1 minute. 1 minute. That's all it takes. So what do? All right, you're seated. Wherever it is you're seated at this moment. And I am going to set the timer on my phone, on my trusty phone right here. And I am going to take us on this little journey of 1 minute. Now, a minute can seem like a long time, but we're going to do it anyway. So what we're going to do in this minute, clear your throat so you can talk to your audience. What we're going to do in this minute is we are going to breathe. And just breathe with me. It's nothing complicated. You're going to breathe in through your nose, if you can, And then you're going to just take it to the top, take the breath in and an extra push at the top, and then you're going to push it out through your mouth. Okay. And I'm going to tell you what to say. I'm going to be saying it for us while we're here. And then when we're done, you're going to do it for yourself. Okay. And at the end of this, I'm going to say a few more things to you. And then you're going to go on your merry way and say, oh my gosh, freedom in my life only took me 1 minute. All right, here we go. Get started. Okay, we're ready to get started. Now, through your nose, a nice big inhale. That feels exquisite. Let's do it again together. Doesn't have to be exact, but you're gonna. That was 1 minute. Can you hear the difference in my voice? Can you feel the difference in my energy and my cadence? You should be feeling the same. Because what happens is when you do that, you're focused right here. You're clearing the decks. You're releasing and activating your vagus nerve, the longest nerve in the human body. And everything about that exercise is called focus and relax. What I want you to do is I want you to do it again now as I go off air and do it on your own. This is a component, silly as it may seem, of what I teach people every day. And guess what? They recover. It's not the only thing I teach, but it's one of them. I teach a lot of tips like this. They're little biohacks. What happens is we have this wonderful capacity to clear the mind, to start to change our physiology, to recover from emotional distress and physical distress. Keep coming back, and I will teach you more every single day. And on that note, take a breath.